I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
It's a quarterback sneak. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defense.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's their quarterback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 21 yards.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Forced out to his left. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. They'll look to throw here.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure. So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown.
That's the way you make it spin. That's the way you make it spin, baby.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to... And now Oakland ready to take the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. So we've reached halftime in a wild first and abbreviated. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Looked at me like the adapter my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker. Here we go on 2nd and 12.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They'll drop to throw. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Taking it.
Touchdown! Touchdown, baby! That's our touchdown! Here we go! Here we go! 50, wait. 66. Bullet high. Ready, go!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 60 yards. Now back to throw. That's it. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going deep, and that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for the Raiders. 51 yards. Back to throw now on first down.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. You thought we'd see pressure. You weren't kidding.
Yeah, I thought that they'd be very aggressive in that type of a situation, and that's what they call getting home, because home is where the quarterback is.
And where the heart is.
And that heart just got shattered in 1,000 pieces. All right, partner, I'm a defender.
And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards.
Check 99! Check 99! Greystone travel. Greystone travel. Ready, go!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. Well, all the way in. Touchdown. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They're going to look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Second and 10. On the move to his left. And that's a touchdown late in this affair. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
Here we go.
Brings up second and 11 at the 40-yard line.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong, whatever you call.
I hear you guys talking about Victory Monday. Only one way to get that. Let's see some hustle out there. We got a big game on Sunday.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden 20.
Give me the fucking money. No! Fuck! Just say no. Legally, your robber can't take anything from you without your consent. Like, how did they fucking figure that out? Like, I thought I kept it okay. Fuck! Red! 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And an alley to run.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you. Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Escaping the pressure right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his into the end zone. Oakland Raiders touchdown. He'll drop to throw, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there. And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That's an excellent run right there on 2nd and long. Didn't get back all of it, but... Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5. But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur. Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his 2nd read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait in, enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coach. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Back to throw here.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he's brought...
Here we go.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Here we go. 10 Tucson. 50 seconds to Mike. Rebut. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. He had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is in. Touchdown. Right. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for the Raiders. 43 yards. He'll look to throw. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Flush to his right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders... eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Rolling to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They go play action here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. 20. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. How about that? Their cornerback. 44 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time.
Okay, right. 152. 64 weeks.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going up top. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my. Now a first throw here in overtime. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there in overtime. 48 yards. Escaping the pressure right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Jacobs, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Oakland, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0, and they will hit the road next week.
Wow, that was very strong.
Foot on the gas, I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance. jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, deal with the fans. Thought he could guard me. I ruin their plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up because they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Tackle like damages. They react and play it back on the camera. High boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Beat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual.
Dad! The man was hugging while them was fighting.
I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash. They step on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best as I am. There's no reason keeping it low key. I can pop it the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making a game. I hear a lot of trash talk. We call ourselves making a name. I put in the jets, the coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around to the tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. Just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, move, magic. Now watch the juice through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. They're gonna be.
Bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see that workman attitude today. We gotta get better.
Ready, set, go! Here we go! Let's go! Ready! Let's go! Let's go! Hut, hut!
Hey, you know what, man? That was pretty dang good. And you know what?
Next to a big ass liquor store, and then take both of them and put them next to each other. Jesus. Because you
I said you don't want problems.
everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the...
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 20. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. It's their quarterback.
On the set. 57, come on. I got it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to launch this thing. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Forced out to his left. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown. Ready. 61. Matchbox, right. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 50 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. It's their... They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. They'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Now those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. It's their quarterback. On it.
I'm ready.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. I'm coming.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. 36 yards on the play. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and that'll bring up second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Flushed out right. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Steps away. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, and that's it.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is...
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Flush to his right. And some room to work. 16 yards, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback, 37 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his offensive... I mean, remember we talked with the offensive...
And now Oakland ready to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Well, they're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
On the move to his left. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Fighting to stay upright inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exact. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in, and the Raiders add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just want...
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 50, 54.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10. On second down, Jacobs. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Raiders, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for...
Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I copy, I do my dance, jump in the stands, number in the man, oh there with the hands, starting to guard me. I ruin they plans, I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on the track when they tackle like damages. They react and play it back on the camera. High boys, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit jobs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, this is me and my warriors. Guaranteed to be emerging victorious. Years blessed, wait, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring the dash. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin their plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. There's no